California Motorcycle Permit Practice Test 2.
Question 1. The least effective method of attaching cargo to your motorcycle is by using
saddlebags, tank bags, elastic cords, ropes.
Answer.
Ropes.
Question 2. When riding with a passenger, what should you expect?
You will be unable to carry cargo. Your motorcycle will take longer to stop. You will get better gas mileage. You will be unable to pass other vehicles.
Answer.
Your motorcycle will take longer to stop.
Question 3. If you can't avoid riding on a slippery surface, how should you proceed?
Walk your motorcycle across it. Travel as slowly as possible and let your feet skim the surface. Ride in the most slippery part of the lane. Stay relaxed and maintain speed.
Answer.
Travel as slowly as possible and let your feet skim the surface.
Question 4. When stopping or slowing down, the most effective method is to use
both brakes. The front brake only. Engine braking only. The rear brake only.
Answer.
Both brakes.
Question 5. If you see a car on an entrance ramp that is going to merge into your lane, it is best to
accelerate to pass the car. Tap your brakes to flash your headlight. Change to another lane. Beep your horn.
Answer.
Change to another lane.
Question 6. If you make eye contact with a driver at an intersection,
it suggests they are an aggressive driver. You must yield right of way. It means they will yield right of way. It does not mean the driver has seen you.
Answer.
It does not mean the driver has seen you.
Question 7. Accelerating in a curve
helps stabilize the motorcycle. Should be done only in small curves. Should not be done. Is for experienced riders only.
Answer.
Helps stabilize the motorcycle.
Question 8. You should adjust your side mirrors
before mounting the motorcycle. Before starting the motorcycle. At a designated service center. While riding your motorcycle.
Answer.
Before starting the motorcycle.
Question 9. Generally, motorcycles require
less distance than a car to stop. The same amount of distance as a car to stop. More room to operate safely than cars. More distance than a car to stop.
Answer.
The same amount of distance as a car to stop.
Question 10. Proper riding posture means your
arms are slightly bent. Knees are against the gas tank. Feet are firmly on the footrests. All these answers are correct.
Answer.
All these answers are correct.
Question 11. When following another vehicle, the lane position is the best for being seen.
Right. Left or right? Left. Center.
Answer.
Center.
Question 12. How often should you check the tires on your motorcycle?
Every time you ride. Once a month. At the start of every season. Once a week.
Answer.
Every time you ride.
Question 13. When preparing to slow down, you should check.
To see if there is traffic behind you. To make sure you are in neutral before stopping. The gauges on your motorcycle. To your left and right.
Answer.
To see if there is traffic behind you.
Question 14. How can you protect yourself from injury during a collision?
Try to jump off the bike before hitting the ground. Roll away from the motorcycle. Try to land with your arms first. Wear protective motorcycle clothes and gear.
Answer.
Wear protective motorcycle clothes and gear.
Question 15. If your front tire fails while riding, you should
Avoid using the rear brake. Use engine braking to slow down. Shift your weight to the front to help maintain stability. Shift your weight to the rear to help maintain stability.
Answer.
Shift your weight to the rear to help maintain stability.
Question 16. If your motorcycle was made before 1978, you must remember to
Get a special license. Turn the headlight on when riding at all times. Avoid carrying passengers. Only ride during the day.
Answer.
Turn the headlight on when riding at all times.
Question 17. If you are going to pass someone and you feel they may move into your lane, you should
Beep your horn. Pass as fast as possible. Flash your brake light. Not pass.
Answer.
Beep your horn.
Question 18. Decrease your chances of being involved in a collision by
Communicate your intentions. All these answers are correct. Be visible. Maintaining an adequate space cushion.
Answer.
All these answers are correct.
Question 19. When passing another vehicle you should
Make eye contact with the driver. Move quickly through the blind spot. Move as far left as possible. Begin your pass from the center lane position.
Answer.
Move quickly through the blind spot.
Question 20. The best path through a curve
Is on the inside of the curve. Is to stay in the center position. May not follow the curve of the road. is on the outside of the curve.
Answer.
May not follow the curve of the road.
Question 21. Blind intersections can be dangerous because
U-turns are not permitted. They are not controlled by traffic signs. Other vehicles will have difficulty seeing you in certain areas. They are high-speed intersections.
Answer.
Other vehicles will have difficulty seeing you in certain areas.
Question 22. Which of the following is the rule of group riding?
Ride in pairs whenever possible. Don't tailgate to encourage the person in front of you to ride faster. Never ride in groups of more than 3. Put the newest riders at the back.
Answer.
Don't tailgate to encourage the person in front of you to ride faster.
Question 23. Where are the clutch and brake lever found on your motorcycle?
Both clutch and brake are on the left. Both clutch and brake are on the right. Clutch is on the right and the brake is on the left. Clutch is on the left and the brake is on the right.
Answer.
Clutch is on the left and the brake is on the right.
Question 24. If there are 2 or more motorcycles riding together, they should ride
In a V formation. In pairs. Single file. In a staggered formation.
Answer.
In a staggered formation.
Question 25. Choosing the best lane position means
Your space cushion is maximized. All these answers are correct. You are not in a blind spot. You are avoiding surface hazards.
Answer.
All these answers are correct.
Question 26. Riding decreases your chances of being seen
Alongside other vehicles. While using your high beam. Near other motorcycles. In residential areas.
Answer.
Alongside other vehicles.
Question 27. When is it most important to check your mirrors?
All these answers are correct. While stopped at an intersection. When you are decreasing your speed. When you are preparing to change lanes.
Answer.
All these answers are correct.
Question 28. What is the best path through a curve?
Close to the center line. The center of the road. It is different for each curve. Close to the edge of the road.
Answer.
It is different for each curve.
Question 29. When preparing to merge into the middle lane of a 3-lane road, what should you check?
The lane beside you in the far lane. Your speed limit, to make sure you are not exceeding it. Your throttle, to make sure it is not stuck. Your signal light to make sure it is working.
Answer.
The lane beside you in the far lane.
Question 30. Motorcycles must be cautious when approaching an intersection because they are smaller and therefore
are much faster than cars, appear closer than they are, drive much slower than cars, appear further away.
Answer.
Appear further away.
Question 31. How can you use your clothing to help prevent collisions?
Wave extra clothing to get attention of drivers. Clothing choice does not prevent collisions. Wear durable clothing. Wear bright clothing.
Answer.
Wear bright clothing.
Question 32. While riding a motorcycle, you should position your feet
firmly on the foot pegs. All these answers are correct. With your toes pointed downward. Hovering just above the ground.
Answer.
Firmly on the foot pegs.
Question 33. When making a routine stop at a stop sign, you should
use the front brake only. Gear down until rolling to a stop. Use both front and rear brakes. Use the rear brake only.
Answer.
Use both front and rear brakes.
Question 34. When approaching an intersection, the rider should select a lane position to
increase her speed and pass quickly. Reduce the following distance. All these answers are correct. Increase her visibility to another driver.
Answer.
Increase her visibility to another driver.
Question 35. If you brake hard on a straightaway and your rear wheel locks,
pull the kill engine switch. Release the brake and only use the front brake. Keep the rear wheel locked until stopped. Release all brakes and coast to a stop.
Answer.
Keep the rear wheel locked until stopped.
Question 36. In which of the following situations is it important to change your lane position?
When a car is trying to share a lane with you. When being passed by another vehicle on either side. When passing parked cars. All of the above.
Answer.
All of the above.
Question 37. Generally, motorcycle lane portion should be avoided.
The left. No. The center. The right.
Answer.
No.
Question 38. While gripping the handlebars, your arms should be positioned
anywhere on the handle grips. With elbows locked. So they are slightly bent. With elbows at 90 degrees.
Answer.
So they are slightly bent.
Question 39. If you need to brake and swerve, you
should brake before swerving. Must brake before or after swerving. Should brake after swerving. Must brake while swerving.
Answer.
Must brake before or after swerving.
Question 40. While riding, your feet should be positioned
hovering above the ground in case you dip. Firmly on the footrests. As far forward as possible. Pointed down for easy shifting.
Answer.
Firmly on the footrests.
Question 41. If your motorcycle begins to wobble, it is important not to
adjust your weight. Close the throttle. Grip the handlebars tightly. Accelerate out of the wobble.
Answer.
Accelerate out of the wobble.
Question 42. When parked at the roadside, you should park at an angle of degrees with your tire touching the curb.
90 to 180, rear. 45 to 90, front. 45 to 90, rear. 90 to 180, front.
Answer.
45 to 90, rear.
Question 43. You are in danger of hitting an object and need to swerve to avoid it. What is the best way to initiate the swerve?
Apply a small amount of pressure to the handle of the side you need to swerve. Lean sharply in the direction you need to swerve. Lean sharply in the opposite direction from which you need to swerve. Apply a small amount of pressure to the handle of the opposite side you need to swerve.
Answer.
Apply a small amount of pressure to the handle of the side you need to swerve.
Question 44. If you are about to slow down in an unexpected area, you should
flash your brake light. Use your signal light. Use the left lane portion only. Use your front brake only.
Answer.
Flash your brake light.
Question 45. When packing your motorcycle, heavier items should be packed
in saddlebags. In the front of the tank bag. By being tied onto the sissy bar. In a backpack.
Answer.
In the front of the tank bag.
Question 46. When parked beside a curb, your motorcycle should be positioned
at an angle of 45 to 90 degrees to the curb. With the front wheel on the curb. With the back wheel on the curb. Parallel to the curb.
Answer.
At an angle of 45 to 90 degrees to the curb.
Question 47. You should not ride your motorcycle alongside of cars because
your bike may skid. The car driver cannot make a turn. You could be in a blind spot. None of these answers are correct.
Answer.
You could be in a blind spot.
Question 48. When conducting the evaluate step of the C procedure, what are you looking for?
Traffic markings and signals. Road conditions that could be hazardous. Vehicles that may move into your path. All these answers are correct.
Answer.
All these answers are correct.
Question 49, A. Second following distance is the minimum space cushion for safe driving.
2, 5, 4, 1.
Answer.
2.
Question 50. The best way to discourage other vehicles from trying to share a lane with you is by
Maintaining a center lane position. Changing lanes periodically. Beeping your horn. Avoid driving on narrow roads.
Answer.
Maintaining a center lane position. Thank you for watching the video and wish you will get your driver license soon.